Jackson out of the backfield. Has some daylight. Hurdles to the end zone. In for the score, and he took a lick from Miles Jack, but he hung on.
Welcome to New Stripe City, a YouTube channel for diehard Bengals fans. I'm your host, Ace Boogie, and as you guys have probably seen, Carl Lawson has signed a deal with the New York Jets. So you're probably wondering, you know, what is Ace thinking? I mean, honestly and truly, it's tough because he wanted to stay in the Natty. He told me that he wanted to stay in the Natty, but it seems as if we weren't offering the best kind of deal for him. So he ends up going to the New York Jets. Not mad at him, though. Like, I can't be upset at him for going to the New York Jets. You know, honestly, I can't say that they didn't try. You know, they did try to go after him. They did try to make him an offer. I can't be mad at him, man. I'm glad for him making some kind of stability for his family and doing all of that. You know, this is a guy that wanted to stay here, but obviously New York wanted to make him a deal that it seems that the Bengals weren't able to match. So all I want to say is I wish Carl Lawson the best. Thank him for coming on to our show, The Orange is the New Black. I could never be mad at Carl Lawson. He was a dope dude. He was real cool. So where does this leave the Bengals at? In a tough place, because you talk about the edge rushing position. You talk about Carl Lawson being pretty much the best edge rusher that they had. They do have my guy Khalid Kareem, so he's there. You also have Sam Hubbard, who's still there. You have some guys that are out on the market with Trey Hendrickson. That's another guy that's out there. You saw Matt Judon move around. You saw Bud Dupree go to the Titans or get close to going to the Titans. So this just means that the Bengals are going to have to try to get two guys in here. But it's tough, right? Because you're looking at the edge rusher market. You're talking about Leonard Floyd being off of it. You see all of these chips fall. So we'll have to see. Like, if they do get Trey Hendrickson, I think that you still got to get another guy. And I think that the plan may have been to try to get Carl and Hendrickson, but New York came in with a big offer for Carl. And, you know, the market was pretty much set. So, you know, it is what it is. You just have to move on from then and there. We've heard nothing on William Jackson III. I don't know if this means that they bring William Jackson III back. That'll be something to look into. And then we also lost out on Joe Thuney and a lot of other guys. So I wasn't surprised about Joe Thuney. You guys heard me say this numerous times. I never thought that we really had a chance at Joe Thuney. I never really saw this team spending that much money. You're talking about 15 to 16 million on a guard. I couldn't see that. So hopefully they go ahead and get Hendrickson, but we'll have to see. But it seemed that a lot of teams were getting the sense that the Bengals were going to make a play for Lawson, and we were just hoping that it would at least get into day two, right? But the fact that they weren't able to, and the fact that you have to be willing to participate sometimes in day one, sometimes you run the risk of losing guys like that, because what Lawson got paid was what he honestly deserved to really make. So I don't know what the exact details are, what it really came down to. Obviously, it's disappointing as a fan because we all love Carl Lawson. You know, he was one of the guys that came here and really stood out, showed a ton of potential, and now is going to get a chance to show that in New York. And New York had the cap space. Let's just be real. New York had way more cap space than the Bengals. You're talking about a team that signed Corey Davis and Carl Lawson. So they made two big splashes today. And, you know, this is what comes with the territory. So I think that we have to trust in the plan. I think that we have to see what the plan is. I'll get more details on this information. If it's stuff that I can share with you, which I'm sure at this point it is, I will do that. But I'll just say this. Let's just wait it out and see what they do tomorrow. You guys remember me last year around this time. I was going crazy. I was calling all kind of cause of commotion and stuff like that. Let's just see what the plan is, right? So day two, I'm expecting them to be heavily involved, especially with this. I mean, they know that they're going to be facing some heat from the fan base for Carl Lawson getting away. But you know, maybe there's something that they can do tomorrow to rectify this. So we'll still have to see. I'm not going to go too hard on them. Like I said, I'm not mad at Carl. Like, Carl came on to this YouTube channel before. So, like, he showed me and Zim love. I wish him nothing but the best. I'm glad that his family is secure. And it was something that we missed out on. So we'll just have to see where things go from here. But you can bet your butt that Khalid Kareem and Sam Hubbard are going to have every chance to really take over this defense from the edge perspective, and that they're going to have to go and get some more guys to help those guys because they can't do it all by themselves. So we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, man, hell of a player. Carl, if you're watching this or if you're seeing this, bro, you already know what time it is. I'm happy for you. Glad that you went ahead and did your thing. And I hope that you really get to hit the level that a lot of us Bengals fans know that you can do. So Jets fans, if you're here watching this, you're going to get a stud. The guy can rush the passer. He's only 25. He's not even, in my opinion, close to hitting his prime yet. So there's a lot of meat left on that bone. So we'll see what happens. But, got the deal that he deserved. Honestly, unless you guys got something in the comments for me, I understand. Everybody's upset. I tried to hold off on a lot of things that I wanted to say because I felt like there was still a chance that we could pull this off with bringing Carl in, bringing some other offensive linemen in. But it seems Carl is not going to be in the plan, guys. So we'll have to see where that goes moving forward. Now, this is the legal tampering period. Technically, pen hasn't been put to paper, but it's pretty much a done deal. Like when guys agree in principle, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not claiming to be one. They can go back on that, but generally like 95% of the times these things go through. So I don't even want to give you guys any false hope on that. But yeah, man, it's a tough one. It's a tough loss, and we'll have to see. I feel you, King Toad. Usually I would be upset. You would see me flying off the handle. But I just want to see how this plays out, bro. Honestly, like I really want to see what the plan is. If this means that they get 2 edge rushers, this means that they go and get some linemen tomorrow, we'll have to see. But I think that they have to bounce back. I think that they have to do something to see where we go from here. I don't know if that's Samuel. I don't know if that's Turner. I don't know if that's any of the guards that are out there, but we'll have to see. So, I don't think that they're done, but they're going to have to make a move. And like, if they go into or exit free agency without an edge rusher, I think that they have to go for one in the draft or they have to go and trade for one. So we'll have to see what the plan is. But it appears that someone just said Samuel went to the Jags. So there's that. There's still some other wide receivers out there, but we'll have to see what happens. So me and Zim are going to be coming to you guys on Thursday with the show. We're going to have like a concrete time now. So we're trying to make things more structured so you guys know when to show up. So I will be tweeting that out. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at New Stripe City. Please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification button because that way, anytime that I drop any content, you guys will be aware of it. But the one thing that I can say is luckily he did not stay in the division. He could have gone to the Browns. He could have gone to the Ravens or any of those teams. So we'll have to see. We will have to see. So I'm going to hold off judgment until tomorrow. If they don't do anything tomorrow, I might snap on here. So hit that notification bell if you want to hear that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm here for you, bro. I understand. It's very frustrating. It sucks to lose a guy like Carl Lawson, especially here at like 9 o'clock at night. But, it's also bittersweet because this guy was a 4th-round draft pick. This was a guy that wanted to put his family in the best position. I can't be mad about him about doing that. I know for a fact that he wanted to stay here or at least wish to, but it is what it is. And sometimes that is the business. But as usual, I will leave you guys with a who day, all day, every day, and especially on Sunday.
He gave his rookie-laden Bengals a high mark as they passed from the kindergarten of preseason to the first grade of regular league play.
Cincinnati's best came in the first quarter, the first time they had the ball. Quarterback Dewey Warren and fullback Tom Smiley combined for Cincinnati's first pass completion.
Bengal founder Paul Brown fashioned this novel design, as new to the game today as the forward pass was a century ago.
Montana dragged down at the 31-yard line.
In 1996, the Bengals finished strong and finished right.
Touchdown!
Yes! You tell you what, we're not worthy. We're not worthy. We got to bow to Corey Dillon.
Bulldog from the 32 with Mixon in the backfield. It's Dalton out to Mixon. He's got some room.
It's Mixon diving up and over.
We're gonna hammer home competition, preparation, and diligence in everything we do.
It's a new year, same old question. How do you stop 85?
They're looking down the field to the home run ball. It's full. End of the day. Touchdown.